So, this is basically Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, the FPS, with zombies and multiplayer. Alright, makes sense. Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, except that it's not a Totally Accurate Battle Simulator now, it's Totally Accurate Battle Zombielator, because God knows why. Well, essentially this is an April Fool's joke by the developers of Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. Now, I'll show you the game itself, and I'll talk about the gameplay mechanics and everything as if this were a serious game, but just realize for a minute, oh god, that this is not a serious game, and that it is a joke. Alright, glad we killed him. But even as such, this game looks pretty damn decent, doesn't it? I mean, the shooting is very satisfying, shockingly so. The retarded walking is, it's a feature now of Landfall games, and, before I move any further in with the video and, me explaining everything that there is to explain, and believe me, there is not a lot, this is the type of game where what you see is what you get. You pretty much run around and shoot zombies and people in the face. Again, this is an April Fool's joke, but it's not a joke as well, because someone's put a lot of time into this, so we'll see, I suppose. It is funny, and yet good, too, right? I mean, it's not bad. It's overly simplistic, but it's not terrible. At any rate, before we move on with the video, let me just say that this is a, well, not a sponsored video, but the game was gifted to me by Landfall Games themselves, so I did not fork up any money for this. And yes, the game that I was given a code on Steam to playtest the game, and for YouTube purposes, basically. So I'd like to thank Landfall Games for giving me this opportunity, and that is genuinely thank them, because see, they believe that this is all a very funny joke, and that it's, like 10 minutes. They make it sound like it's 10 minutes of work when they've actually made I don't know. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's simple, but it's not bad at all. And hell, I mean, I think it's testament to all the other games of this type that are in early access that this game has made it this far, right? And this far and so quickly, because so often we see these games in early access that are just terrible, that promise a lot, but never actually deliver it, right? They've managed to do this for an April Fool's joke and have gotten further than many early access zombie survival games have done in years and their entire lifespan. So, yeah, I guess that's the point I'm trying to make. It's not terrible, but for an April Fool's joke, this is oddly good. As in, it doesn't really fit the entire April Fool's thing. And I guess, take a look at some other games and what other game developers are doing. They're adding some serious content as well for this April Fool's. Take a look at War Thunder, for example. They've added like an Mi-24 attack helicopter into the game with like a fully functioning one as well. So, there is a lot of content being made and being put into these just like joke little updates, I suppose. But that's a feature as well. You run too quickly, you fall over. So yeah, you go around, there's a bunch of different weapons you can collect, and you shoot people in the face with them. But there is a little bit of there is also an obsidian tower somewhere around here, which I found. I don't actually seem to get into it as I fall through the ground every time I try to, but I'm convinced there is a secret inside it. I'll try and find it for you right now. But this does put me in a bit of a weird spot in terms of, well, how the hell do you critique, well, not really critique, but how the hell do you approach this game, right? Because it is just a joke, but is it, right? And also it leads me to a conclusion or a thought. And you may agree, disagree, or you may think what you will of this thought. And it is the following. Are they making this as perhaps a beta test or a proof of concept for a future update in Zombielator Battle Simulator? Because imagine if it worked like this. In Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, I put down all my troops, quote unquote, because this is clearly not a soldier, this is a testificate, the most generous term I can provide him with. But you put your models and units down, and then you get into an actual battle, and then you get to control one of them. Like, I don't know, a musketman, or a cowboy with a repeater, or let's find a different weapon, like a sniper rifle, which does actually have a scope, believe it or not, and a working scope at that, which, there is so much effort put into this to just be a joke, so I don't know. We'll see, I suppose, where all of this leads, but I would like to see something like this in Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, and don't worry for those of you that have received the game, it's a joke. TABS is not being cancelled, it's all part of their April Fool's shenanigans, but at any rate. The knife as well, it works. Oh, fuck me. Alright. Get the revolver out then. There are actually players as well. It is multiplayer. That's not the joke either. They've actually set up servers for this thing, and there are people that can join your game. And I'm not sure. I've actually there's a player list. I don't think there is, but people can actually join your game and start shooting at you. So don't be surprised if we see that. Actually, let me get my sniper out and we can kill someone at a distance. Yeah. At any rate, this is basically a game. Like I said, it is what you see. There is not a lot to explain, not a lot to go around showing. There is a decent bit of exploration to be done as well. It's not a particularly huge map, but there is like a military base in the north, the tower I mentioned, some villages, a site of what looks like a battlefield from Totally Accurate Battle Simulator with some cover for archers and stuff like that, which I believe is down there somewhere. In that direction. So yeah, they've made this for April Fools, which I'm, to be honest, positively shocked by. And yes, that is the edge of the map. And if you fall down there, you actually might survive and end up beneath the map, which is a little bit funny, but hey. At any rate, what else? Well, I suppose since I've shown you that, I might as well run around a little bit and show you the terrain they've built, because it is genuinely impressive, and I'm curious as to whether there is a future for something like this, because that's one of the things that I wanted to talk about. Is there a future for something like this, or is this just like a one-off thing? And I honestly hope that this leads to something, right? It's not just like a one-time deal, but I believe that's a player. It looks like a player. Yep, it is a player. Alright, sit down, mate. Oh god. Oh god. Run away. Oh god, I did not expect you. Right, pistol. Got him. Believe there is an AK over there, so let's go and investigate. Oh, there's an axe and a revolver. Oh, that's what he had on him. Alright. Looked like an AK from a distance. Ah, there's the military base as well. So, there you go. I've just killed someone. Before you blame me for it, this is KOS on site pretty much all the time, so don't blame me for it. In terms of enemy variety, I can't believe I'm actually approaching this from a serious critical standpoint. In terms of enemy variety, it exists. It's not just basic zombies. There is Satan. I fuck you not. And there is mini zombies, like tiny little ones that will bite your ankles off, which are extremely hard to shoot, but they exist. And there's also, I believe, the ones that crawl around, although that could just be a bug, but be honest, I'm not sure anymore of anything. And yeah, I'm really hoping that this sees the light of day somewhere else, if not, yeah, somewhere else other than just as an April Fool's joke. But at any rate, there's a part of a ruined city or whatever it's supposed to be. It's like a hastily put together bunch of buildings. And we can go ahead and investigate that as well. This is where most of the players are most of the time. For some reason they are attracted to this area. Well, if for some reason it's is obvious. There's a bunch of ammo here and weapons, but far more and far better quality weapons are in the military base up north, so yeah, this is where I find most players at any rate. There is an AK up north. You can actually drop weapons as well. It's like a fully fledged game. I kid you not. This is someone took actual time to make this, and I am utterly shocked. There is a chat system as well, which I just found out. There is this as well. I have no idea what it is. Yeah. Lots of features for you to discover, anyway. Got this. Actually, we've got all of this, right? Yeah. Throw it on the ground. Yes, we can. Alright. Well, that's about it. As far as the video is concerned, there is no need to take any more of your time, ladies and gents. But this is it. I wonder what the future for this thing is. I wonder if it sees anything other than if it lives past April Fool's Day. Basically, is what I'm getting at. I really hope it does, because I can. It's fun. It is fun to shoot people around like this, and I think they've made something. They want it to be a joke, and they've made it past a joke, right? They've made it something entirely different and beautiful in and of its own right. So there is that obsidian tower that I talked about. I actually want to try and get through the entire thing, because I think there's something in the middle of it. There's a hole on top of it, by the way, which I might as well. Why not? Elongate the video a little bit. But it would be cool, like, if they could implement, like, well, the melee weapons are there mostly, they're not that difficult to implement, but, like, bows and artillery and stuff like that, if you can possibly finagle that into existence and implement it in oh, of course I fell over. And implement it totally accurate battle simulator, I think this would be a great thing indeed. But at any rate, there's some stuff. Means there is a player about. Yeah. I say, let us go and catch him, I say. Probably running around the thing. I might want to equip the sniper for this. Oh, you can actually enter through here. That I did not know. Oh god. Ah, so you like run. Oh, I have to run through like the inside of the structure rather than the outside, which is what I've done. Fine. The music, by the way, you can hear it, gets ridiculously creepy up here, so I have no idea what's waiting for me. It's probably the biggest and, well, the only secret this game has, but let's see what it is then, shall we? Is there a thing up here? If there's just a player waiting for me, or if there's a... I don't know. Let's see what it is. Nope. It is something, however. It is a military sniper. Huh. Alright, let's equip it. Instead of the regular sniper, I suppose. Yep, it's just a sniper. Alright, makes sense. But I was just half expecting like a giant or something to be there. You know, the ones from I was gonna say that other game, but it's true. And the one that shits chicken, the one that shits even chickens. You know, that would have been a cool scare there for the players. But at any rate, this is pretty much everything as far as the game is concerned. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. It's a funny little joke, and yeah. Until next time, I'm stuck in here apparently. Alright. Until next time, my name is Juggernaut. Please remember to like and subscribe down below if you enjoyed this video. And take care, have fun, and bye bye. Oh god, there is something else to this. Mini zombies. They're there. Oh shit, there they are. Alright. They're everywhere. There's hundreds of them. Luckily for me, though, they can't seem to climb stairs, so I have this one advantage going for me. Oh, they are actually hurting me, I just realised. And they killed me. Alright. Bye-bye.